Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another thrilling edition of Sports Fellas Daily Updates. And as usual, you check out the interesting stories surrounding our Super Eagles and their players. Before I do that, if you are new on this platform, quickly, let's do the necessities together. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Like and share this video to other social media platforms. And please, don't forget to leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. Your only Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports. What the Nigeria name? The only one. Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Omo, straightforward. Let's get into the stories and talk extensively from the camp of our very own Super Eagles and their players. Our next 4 confirmed friendly matches. The first 2 will be from our Unity Cup defense, late May, from the 26th to the 30th of May 2026. The first game will be against Zimbabwe, and the winner between Zimbabwe and Nigeria will face the winner between India and Jamaica for the ultimates, in a way defending our 2025 Unity Cup trophy. Of course, you'll be going in for the ultimates. Early June will be the main FIFA international break. On the 3rd will be a high-profile international friendly game against Poland, and on the 10th will also be another high-profile international friendly game against Portugal, 3rd and 10th June 2026 respectively. Now let's talk about Nigeria versus Portugal. Portugal facing our very own Super Eagles in this high-profile international friendly game is widely being criticized in the Portuguese media. According to them, it is of no use because Nigeria will not be participating in the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. So why should they go ahead and choose Nigeria facing Portugal? But their head coach, Roberto Martinez, has also defended this decision, arguing that his decision is very logic because their opening game in the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament will be against DR Congo, an African country whom ironically stopped our very own Super Eagles for making it to the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament at USA, Canada, and Mexico. And from that, they'll get to know the features of African countries in any African country aside DR Congo that they will be facing at the 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. So this is quick one coming in from Portugal facing Nigeria. Away from that, let me talk about our very own goalkeeper, Arthur Okonko. Having recently committed his full international future to Nigeria, his priority is very simple: regular football with consistent call-ups into the Super Eagles team. Even before the start of the season with his club, West Ham, in the English Championship, the 2025 season, there were lots of doubts around he helping his club side, West Ham, to achieve their aims. But he proved everyone wrong. Until last 2 weeks, he started experiencing a lot of poor rounds just because they were being defeated by Birmingham City by 2-0. Though he performed in that game, he even had a rating 7+ out of 10.0, but it wasn't enough to secure them even a point in that game, and they were being slipped. That loss cost them a lot and even cost them their position where they want to be before the end of the championship season. I've already reported to you that at the end of the championship season, 1st and 2nd automatically will make a promotion into the English Premier League. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th will engage in the English Championship playoff, and the first one, or the one who will win, will make it in addition to the other 2 clubs to make this promotion into the English Premier League, of which they are having that potential at this moment to be part of the clubs that can make it to the playoff. So after that defeat against Birmingham City, they needed to take a decision by reinstating former Leicester City goalkeeper Danny Ward into the goalkeeping position. And from then, we've not seen our very own Arthur Okonko in the post of West Ham Football Club. So that excitement that greeted him in switching to play for Nigeria has quickly been evaporated with every joy around, just because he's not the first choice goalkeeper of our very own Super Eagles. Aside everything, he has performed tremendously for his club side, and we can quickly have a full glare of his numbers this season for West Ham in the English Championship. So this is a quick one from Arthur Okonko. The last time that he's played for his club side was on the 12th of April 2026, and you can see average rating in the last 5 matches to be 6.92. The game that I'm talking about is the last game that he played, against Birmingham City. He even had a rating of 7.2 out of 10.0. So quickly, you can check out all the numbers on your screens that he has been very amazing for his club side. 39 appearances. He has started 38 of them. He has played 88 minutes per game. Total minutes played 3,421. Team of the week, we've seen him twice, meaning his exploit this season with the club side has been amazing. You can see everything of him with all the attributes as a goalkeeper. You can quickly have them on your screens. He has done well. Goals conceded per game 1.4, penalty saved 1 out of 2, saves per game 2.9, which amounts to 68%. Success runs out per game 0.2, 100%. In terms of everything, attributes as a goalkeeper, his defensive contribution and attacking prowess, you can have them on your screen. So this is quick one from the camp of our very own Arthur Okonko. A lot of expectations are up that he will be in the final man squad for our matches in the Unity Cup tournament, same as the matches against Poland and Portugal respectively on the 3rd and on the 10th of June 2026. Away from his camp, let me talk about our very own Emmanuel Fernandez. This is a piece of good news. Rangers yesterday hosted Player Awards night in Glasgow, and guess what? He won the Player of the Year for Rangers. This is really amazing from Emmanuel Fernandez. He moved from strength to strength with commanding performances. And indeed, these numbers clearly tells us that at least he did his best for his club side, and he best befits the Player of the Year award for Rangers this season in the Scottish Premier League. Let's quickly check it out on our screens. So these are the numbers from Emmanuel Fernandez. So in the last 5 matches, he had an average rating of 7.25. As a centre back, you can see everything. The season heat map on your screens. And aside that, out of 23 games, he started 21 of them. Minutes per game, 83. Total minutes played, 1,907. Team of the week, 5. In terms of his attacking contribution as a defender, goals, he scored 5 as a centre back. Expected goals, 3.67. Aside everything, scoring frequency in minutes is 381 minutes. Goals per game, 0.2. Total shots per game. Penalty goals, 0. Free kick goals, 0. And everything. In terms of his passing as a centre back, you can have a full glare on your screens. He did really well to deserve this award as a Player of the Year award as Rangers for the 2025-2026 Scottish Premier League season. And that is quick one from the camp of our very own Emmanuel Fernandez, which is a piece of good news to we Nigerian football enthusiasts. Away from that, let's also talk about players who are in the pole position for their debut call-up into a Super Eagles team for our upcoming matches. Last week, I spoke about Zadok Yohanna, who plays his club football for AIK in the Swedish Premier League. This is a player who has become instant sensation in Sweden. He's really doing well. A lot of clubs are still monitoring him. And the one that I can talk about now is Tottenham Hotspur. They are doing everything to get a signature. God willing, the next international transfer window, talking of the summer 2026 transfer window. And with the latest reports I have, suggests that he has received his debut call-up into the Super Eagles team in our upcoming matches. That is a piece of good news for him, and I think he's going to revitalize his football career through how he will best be fit into the Super Eagles team. He is a young player. He was born on the 29th of June 2007. So currently, he is just 18 years of age. And looking at everything about him, predominantly he plays as a right winger, but he's a left-footed player, and his left foot is very refined. Aside playing predominantly as a right winger, he can play as a left winger. Sometimes he can play as an attacking midfielder. Everything concerning him this season, he has done his best. But in terms of his attributes, I can describe him as a player who is very exceptional on one-on-one ability, as a player who is having that skill set for him and how best he can have it impressively for his club side. He started from Nigeria, so he's not a player that has to switch from one side to the other side. He just started from Icon Allah Academy in Nigeria. Then from there, he moved on to AIK in Sweden and is making waves in Sweden. So this is quick one about this player. I can't just talk about him without authenticating his numbers with everything that deserves him this position and a call up into the Super Eagles team in our subsequent matches. Quickly, let's check out his numbers on your screen. So this is a brief one about Zadok Yohanna Abu. Look at everything. In the last 5 matches for his club side, he's having the average rating of 7.55. He's doing well, and these are the exact numbers on your screens, though he has not played as many as he can, but he's doing well. Appearances 4, he has started all the 4 matches. Minutes per game 89. Team of the week, we've seen him once. Goals, he has scored once. Goals per game 0.3. Total shots, goal conversion, penalty goals, free kicks, free kick goal conversion, headed goals, everything in terms of his passing attributes. You can have a full glare on your screens. Long passes, long balls, accurate chip passes, accurate crosses, defending, reliability. Just look at the interceptions as a right winger. Possession won in the final third, balls recovered per game. You can stop and also enjoy all the numbers on your screen. So this is quick one about Zadok Yohanna Abu, who has reportedly earned his debut call-up into the Super Eagles team in our upcoming matches. Whatever it is with the official communique, I will keep you updated on this platform. Away from that, let me talk about our very own prophetic midfielder, Alex Iwobi. This is bad one and sad one for our very own Super Eagles and his club side. Fulham, with the latest report coming in, is that he has been ruled out of the season with hamstring injury. So definitely he won't be available. I will state it categorically and with no ambiguity that this player won't make the final cuts in the matches for the Unity Cup tournament, same as in the matches against Poland and Portugal respectively. Eric Sekuchel, head coach of our very own Super Eagles, is aware of his situation and has already made provision for a player who can replace him. So he's linking up and also lining up for a correct replacement for our very own Alex Iwobi. And the name that is coming out is our very own David Ikechukwu Ozo, who plays his club football for Derby County. I've spoken about him 5 days ago on this platform. You can check out all the successes, the background checks, and everything about him. And let me take advantage of it, and to the cherished viewers on this platform, the new ones indeed, to talk about his background and how beneficial he will be to the Super Eagles team. He is very young. He was born on the 6th of May 2005. So currently, he's just 20 years of age. Predominantly, he plays as a defensive midfielder. He can also play as a central midfielder. Looking at his numbers this season, it clearly tells us that this is a player who is ready for our very own Super Eagles in terms of everything. He was born in Spain to Nigerian parents and he was raised in England. So he's eligible to playing for Spain, playing for England, and also playing for our very own Super Eagles. What they are waiting for is authorization letter from the English FA to FIFA for clearance. Just after that, he will be eligible to play for Nigeria. It might also be that if things don't go as planned, then he might not be part of the final man squad. But if the authorization of this letter and everything is intact, then you see our very own David Ozo Ikechukwu in the Super Eagles team as a midfielder for us. So this is a quick one about him, and let me buttress everything with his numbers and how best he will be fit into the Super Eagles team. So this is a quick one from his side. So let me just talk about him. You can have a full glare about his last 5 games. He has had average rating of 6.72 in his last 5 games, and this is the season heat map. Very amazing with his exploit this season for Derby County in the championship. They are also pushing harder to be part of the clubs that can make it into the championship playoff. Let's see how best it will be for David Ozo Ikechukwu. 32 games, he has started 23 of them, 58 minutes per game with total minutes played 1,850, goals 2, In terms of everything, let's look at the midfield attributes as a player who can dominate in the midfield for the Super Eagles. In terms of passing, 0. In terms of assists, rather, 0. In terms of expected assists, 0.64. Touches, 33.6 averagely. Big chances created as a midfielder, 1. Key passes, 0.2. Accurate passes, 20.4, representing 90%. Accurate own half passes, 10.1, representing 93%. Accurate opposition half, 10.3, representing 86%. Long balls in terms of accuracy, 0.9, averagely, representing 74%. Accurate cheap passes, he has had 0.1, representing 67%. Everything, accurate crosses and everything is being shown on the screens, and you can have a full glare of them on your screen. So that is quick one about our very own David Ozo Ikechukwu. And let me also talk about this. Let me just authenticate it with a source close to Monsieur Eric Sequitel, as is in line for the right replacement for Alex Iwobi to be David Ozo. So this is it. Let's check out the write-up on our screens. According to this source close to Monsieur Eric Sequitel, he has made this revelation. According to him, the Derby County midfielder Ozo need clearance from the English FA to play at the Unity Cup. Once that is done, he will be in the team, and a good performance will see him take Iwobi's place for the games in May. If he fails to make it, and that is it. So it can be yes or no based on the clearance. Let's see how things will be. I'll still keep you updated. So with Alex Iwobi, you also have everything about his injury on the screens. You can quickly go through and know how best he will become, and his potential return date is on the 2nd of May 2026. Let's see whether he will be back fit into the matches against Poland and Portugal. But for me, even if he's back fit and it's not that good, or he's not all that peak, we should just rest him for our competitive subsequent matches. And that is it surrounding our Super Eagles and their players. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, John. Before we take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to these amazing commenters under my previous post. You are really doing well, and I do appreciate your efforts and support. Babajide Oshula, I do appreciate your support. Mr. Peter Usai, Wisdom Asiebu, I do appreciate your support. Special shout outs to my one and only Eduson Abidion. God richly bless you. I do appreciate your support. Special shout out to Ohine Emmanuel Osakwe. I do appreciate your support. Victor Ben, I do appreciate your support. Kwame Blankson, I do appreciate your support. To Crypto, I do appreciate your support. John Ayinugba, I do appreciate your support. Jackson, I do appreciate your support. Victor Kenwa, I do appreciate your support. Mensa Solomon, and other cherished commenters and viewers under my previous posts. God richly bless us all. Until we meet again, it's bye for now.